Welcome to this replay of the Leopard PTA. This was one of the most frustrating draws I've had in a long time. At first the match didn't seem too special, but towards the end I was really on a roll, but made one slight judgment and got killed for it, which was a little bit annoying, but at least I did really well on this one, so that's always good. Well, at the start I'm climbing the hill, because I'm the fastest tank in the team, so my place is over there. And I can see if I can do some spotting, maybe get a couple of shots off from the hill onto unsuspecting guys. So, just climbing up there. The only thing is I can't, well, the Leopard PTA hasn't got any gun depression, so I'm a little bit limited in my role on the hill. There's a couple of spots that do work, but a lot of them don't. For instance, it's no use for me to poke over the ridge opposite, because I can't get my gun down and everyone can shoot me, so it's no use. This is a really nice spot, and I can get off the first shot. Guy doesn't even see me, so I'm still really safe here. And the nice thing about this spot right here is that you've got bush cover on the right side, so I can actually see people coming up the hill while they can't see me, which is really nice for spotting damage, as you'll see later on. Now I'm just seeing if something comes up the hill, and it does, but I'm not shooting yet, I'm just spotting. Don't want to give my position away yet, too early in the game for that. Just seeing if I can get a shot on the SDI again, but he pulls back and stays well into cover, so he's not stupid, which is a shame for us. And at this point I was thinking of putting a blind shot into that Centurion, but I don't. But if you look at the end of the replay, it might have been smart to actually try it. Still just spotting people coming up the hill. And then this T-30 appears, and I have to put a shot on him because he's got a really good gun and it needs to be taken out of this match as fast as possible. Again, just spotting, seeing if something pops up I can hit. Not want to go for that guy because I can see him through the bushes, so there's a chance that he can see me too if I shoot. So I'm just waiting here for a second, seeing how the match develops. SDI pops up again, and this time I can actually hit him. So put in another shot, and he retreats again into cover before I can actually put a second one in. Just waiting what the team will do. I was really hoping for this guy to die because we can't move because of him, which is a little bit annoying. And then he hit one shot in, so that takes care of the problem. So now we're relatively safe to actually move on this hill. But then this IS-7 starts charging, and of course Russian armor the best in the game, so hey, ding on the side of an IS-7. And now a ding on the IS-7 again, on a plate which is angled nearly perfect for me to shoot through. Of course he penetrates me. Shoot again, and bounce off again. And another bounce. So yeah, people who say the IS-7 armor is crap don't know what they're talking about. It's almost as special as the IS-3 on its tier. So now there's just one M103 over there, and we haven't spotted anyone else coming up the hill. But first seeing if we can get something over there, but we can't, so I decide to see if I can spot something from the bushes up ahead. Trying to stay low. and make sure that M103 doesn't spot me. He pulls back, so I advance. And I'm trying to get to the bushes over on the left. They provide really nice cover and you can see quite far. Oh, he spotted me, so I retreat. But then I see our T-57 charging, so no use letting him die on his own. Might as well dive over the edge as well, see if we can put some fire in. So, put one shot in, keep moving. And I'm trying to stay behind the M103, so anything that shoots from the railway tracks might have a chance of getting in instead of me. But don't want to get too close. So now we've got that KV-4. And the magic accuracy actually makes it go into the train carriage. So, aiming properly this time. Might have hit him, I don't know. So now I'm advancing, no use waiting here. And at this point, the road, they start charging, and I really expected our tier 9s and 10s to actually think and go to the middle to put some crossfire in, but they're not. They're just blindly charging after me, which is really stupid. That basically lost us the match. If they had gone to the center, we probably would have won, because we would have been able to put a lot of side shots into them, while they couldn't hit us, or, well, pretty much couldn't hit us, because we're out of spotting range, but it wasn't meant to be. So I'm just going to peek over the hill, see if I can find a KV-4 lurking over here, and I see he's moved quite a lot, so I might have hit him actually, might have set him on fire, I don't know. He lost a lot of health. And now I'm just staying into cover, going to hunt the RT, because we have to kill them if we want to win. And I'm making use of the nice map edge border function, where you can go over it slightly to not get in the gap circle and let them know I'm here. And at this point I thought he wasn't here, so I was moving left, and then I got spotted, and he was actually there. Really good camo for such a long vehicle. Put a shot in, keep moving. Don't want to get hit by the other RT, because they know where I am now. So, stepping on it, going downhill, and then turning, trying to be unpredictable. And there the other guy is, so taking proper aim, putting a shot in, and keeping the speed in. I don't know why that E100 is capping initially. I mean, we're not going to win like that. And then that's their first tier 10, which has completely full health, and the other E100 is pretty much full health as well, so I really wonder what our team is doing on this side. Not much by the looks of it. Shot on the rangefinder, pull back, because I'm a one shot now for pretty much everything in this match, so I need to be a lot more careful. The Conqueror is taking a detour, which is a shame. Trying to get a shot into the rangefinder again, but he disappears before I can put a proper shot in. And now I see this T-54 charging towards me, and I really need to get out of here because he can easily clip me. So I'm waiting to see what he does, and he dives off the road. So I'm just keeping an eye on him, because he's the most dangerous one at the moment. especially from the side. And I'm just waiting for him to come over on this side, put a shot in, pull back, so his gun depression can actually reach me. And now he's screwed, because his gun depression doesn't reach me. So that's one down. E100 fired, so put a shot in. And at this point, for some reason I thought the E100 fired again. But he didn't. But at the time I was under the impression that he did fire, so I got quite upset because of the reload time. But yeah, it wasn't the reload time. He had actually not fired, so that was my fault. And that's basically the match lost. Well, not lost, it's a tie. So that's still more acceptable than a loss because you get more HP, I think. At least it's easier on the ego to not lose. And then I was telling this E100 to actually load HE because he's still firing AP at the turret of an E100. And I mean, an E100 with 166 health, you just load HE. And he does, so that's a good thing. He actually listens. Most of the time these high tier E100 drivers don't listen. They don't know what they're doing and they keep losing matches. So that Conqueror died a useless death because camping like that, everyone knows where he is. It was just stupid. He should have moved to the road and got shots on that Centurion before he could move in. But yeah. And that was a really lucky bounce. But it seems that we've got one of the few E100 drivers on our team which hasn't actually loaded heat. He just has AP and HE. But apparently the other guy has as well, so it's quite fun. Sort of a battleship battle. And I really don't know what that Centurion is doing, why he's not moving in to the side of our RE100 and killing him. But him not doing his job actually made this a tie. So in that sense I can't complain, but if I would have been the Centurion driver, I would have been on the road already and putting side shots into this E100 because he has actually got the view range for it. And I told our E100 to anticipate the Centurion as well, because the other E100 doesn't seem to be that much of a threat, even though he's got 4 kills. Probably all one shot of wounded enemies. That actually was an HE shot, so. At least it's some damage. But he should really not shoot HE shots into the tracks of an E100. If you shoot HE, always aim for the flat turret, because the tracks just eat HE shells. You won't do any damage. But he's putting up a really good battle now. I mean, 26 seconds left, so he just needs to stay alive and not die. And preferably not shoot into the ground. That would also be really welcome. And then the Centurion pops up 5 minutes too late. And he pays the price for it. he could have actually won this match for their team, but wasn't meant to be. So this was the battle.